Shalom, guys. I hope that you are doing well. Welcome in. I'm just going to do another reading. So I've been working on element sign readings today, and so I'll have to remember to put that in the community section or the post section of the channel so that you can watch them. They've been very intense, and the Most High, he just don't mess around. And when he speaks fast and furious against his enemies. And so if you're new, welcome. Audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, my channel's different here. Okay, we look at anything and everything that the Most High wants to talk about. I mean, we're asking at his hand. I say all the time, what are you here for? If you're not here for the truth, you know, we dealing with people that's trying to God's brought out really, really strong today. Somebody wants to try to control you. Nobody can control you. I don't give them no power for nothing. They can think all they want. They got the upper hand. They don't have nothing. Most High use you and I for bait to get the freaks out of the way. Dumb. Anyway, we just don't play no games here. Okay, either you an adult or you a child in your head. And I just don't mess around. I play the enemy the way God tells me to play the enemy. Don't mess around. God give you something to get a whole group of people together and just smash them to the ground if they want to be stupid. We have freedom of speech and rights. And somebody going to get up off my platform right now because there's more than one person on this platform. So whoever the upright leader is, it's time for you to get up in here and bend your coworker that's involved on my platform that's got a nasty on them. Call out upon the Most High God. I'm being reminded of a story that is told in the scripture of how, I don't remember exactly how it goes, but it's coming through. God's enemies get destroyed in like a temple, okay? And the people of God, they went and told, you know, everybody come into this place and we're going to give a big sacrifice to a different God other than Jehovah. But it was being done on purpose. And they said, anybody who serves Jehovah, you're not allowed in this meeting. Because they didn't want any of God's people in the meeting. They were trapping the enemy in their own sanctuary. And so they tell all these people that, hey, I'm gonna give this great sacrifice to the god that's called Baal or Baal, however you say it. And they get all the wicked people in there, and they think they're fixing to have some great big, you know, sacrifice go on to their false god. And what they all didn't know is that God gathered them all into their own little stupid sanctuary, and they all end up dying. And it's that critical in the hour that we live in, folks. God's taking vengeance on people who are serving things that they don't have a right to serve. He already brought that scripture out in one of the element sign readings. They have no other God beside the Most High God. No, there is no one else. There's demon worship. People are wanting power. And you have no power. The devil has no power. He lied to you about giving you power. You know that the devil's a liar. Why did you buy his lie? Oh, because you made an agreement with hell and you think you're covered by those lies. It's lies are lies. Be careful who you're going into a sanctuary with, because some of those sanctuaries fixing to get slaughtered to smithereens. He's going to cut some people asunder because we got false people out there, folks. Anyway. There's knowledge of some stuff. Boy, that tower's really one to show. There's a whore out here. We had, and then if you just want to look at other nations and stuff, we had the word Oriental also come out today as well. But dragons, spiritually speaking, take you to whoredom. And God already brought out the ditch, the strange woman. There's prostitute energy around. So somebody knows something out here. Because just a second ago in the water reading, somebody was going to get a great, big, important download. Things are coming out, folks. Things are coming out. Most High, what do you want to say to collective energies here? I'm hearing that, how does that song go? Anything you can do, I can do better. No, you can't. Yes, I can. No, that energy's out here. That's stupidness. Anything you can do, if somebody can do better, you should applaud and be like, that's awesome. And you take lead in that and help people come up higher to that. But if there's jealousy and envy and strife on the inside of you and you're willing to do some crazy because you're jealous of somebody, you can't ever win. You can't ever win that way. I don't know why that's coming through, but that's dumb. That's childish stuff. Look, if you're new, we just attack energies that shouldn't be addressed, that people don't talk about. Some people are like right in the middle of energies and you don't even realize really what you're going through and what the emotions of things that you're going through until you really sit back and go, wow, never really looked at it from that angle, what's really going on spiritually, because the devil wants to trip you and I up all day long. And I told her the scenario, and I'm not going to repeat it, but it is in the water reading about the devil really does try to trip people up, but God also get the enemy trapped. Like I just said about a false sanctuary, the false sanctuary did show itself in the water reading as well. There's only one God. There is none beside him, and every person that ever walked on this planet will bow at the name of Jehovah. He is Yeshua. He is the only Savior. He sends saviors into the earth, is also what he tells us. And we do greater works because the Spirit of the living God is in us, and he sent his Son into the world who lived and died and moved and breathed. But all praise goes to Jehovah. He's the king that sets forever. Anyway, I'm just going to take my time here. Let the Most High just speak. Thank you, Jehovah. What do you want to bring out? I appreciate you so very much. I thank you for the truth. As hard as it is sometimes, we have to look at the truth. I run into your truth with my brothers and sisters all over the earth. We have the Empress in the reverse. Yes. And they're waiting on an investment, and they're backwards. And she came out today with the Queen of Swords on top of her that had a mask on. And then in the other deck today, the mask card came out in 2 different decks. And somebody sets up in a place, they're superficial. They think they're all that in a bag of freaking chips, and they're ugly. And the 7 of Pentacles came out in the general reading today, and it said failure over the top because they're a failure. Okay, and so she's got the legal skills within her, so something connected with law with her in the reverse is illegal, attached to something that's gone on. Okay, this is a pregnancy that could have been lost in something as well, or somebody's a bad freaking mother out here, pops some babies out for the money legally as well, and that's wrong of you. This person could also represent somebody they're just drop dead gorgeous, but they're vanity. That's all they are. They're very superficial. Okay, and they've done some illegal investments somewhere because she goes back to bank systems and stuff as well. If she does work for the law, then she does, and she's abominable to something out here. Okay, something's happened around your family being involved in something as well, as come out really, 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 really strong today. And so it would indicate something around a mother figure is here. And so if you are upright mother, or your mother's upright, and then somebody's done something, it's showing somebody on the opposite side of that has done something stupid. Okay, and some people have bad parents as well as good parents. So, but the Empress, she could represent those kinds of things. And somebody's waiting on something that they've invested in, secretly invested and exchanged something here with her energy. Okay, and she's a whore. This is a whore out here. They're a ditch. Jumping on this Empress is the Hermit in the reverse. The G and the T and the L is here. So the Hermit in the reverse is somebody's already analyzed some stuff. The Hermit is also the gateway to the dead. The pictograph language tells us somebody tried to catch somebody up in something. You go right on ahead. Somebody physically, secretly exchanged to do it in somebody's situation. They did it on purpose because it came out in wording. Somebody did something on purpose. You think you're so big and bad. Why would you do illegal, nasty things on purpose? Well, because you're filthy and dirty. That's why. The Hermit represents filthy, dirty things. And somebody's a dirty individual out here, spiritually, naturally, however. Somebody's dirty out here. Somebody real dirty out here. They did something around a medical situation where a baby was concerned. Because that child also has come out today. Secret sex, money, property, things like that here. FBI already came out today. This your genitals. There's something out here with a lot of you all with that. There's a secret relationship room that has come out over and over today. And somebody does sexual things secretly. This also is a forgery. When the Hermit comes out, somebody forged something because luxury has come out today. It ain't theirs. This is a Jezebel out here, folks. This is a Jezebel out here. Show me more information. Okay, somebody's one-sided here. Something's abominable, or because you're so cute, then I'll be biased with you. And somebody is biased, and that was addressed today. And so this is about getting into unity. Somebody's not. Because somebody's backwards. There's 2 2s. This is about choices, and there's consequences. Also ones that pop up as well. We have something that needs to be talked about. It's very, very sticky because the word sensitive came out. And your family wants healing. This is about having the rite of passage to go somewhere and to do something. If somebody's done something illegally on traveling, even across seas for stuff, then that's also out here. Okay? And the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, if she's upright, she's very spiritual, very passionate. In the reverse, she is a slut and a half. She's a ditch. She's a whore. She's a hoe. Just call it for what it is, folks. Show me the 2 of Pentacles in the right now energy. Somebody had to get their balance here. Show me this 2 of Pentacles, please. Everything's wanting to come over here on this Empress with this Hermit with the disguise and some filthy, dirty thing. Okay, King of Pentacles in the reverse. And the truth is coming out. Okay, well, some boss figure is out here attached to something. They're stubborn, they're greedy, they're nutcase. And God's going to belly them up in their business and some crap out here. If you get into unity with some stupidness, it says here, hold on. He that trusts in his riches shall fall, but the righteous shall flourish as a branch. He that troubles his own house shall inherit the wind, and the fool shall be servant to the wise of heart. Okay? Just felt led to read that. Anyway, this would be somebody trusting their riches out here. Somebody trusts in their riches out here. And somebody's got the truth out here. Is going to speak the truth. If this person works for the United States, somebody in a high place, which would be the second in order of something with the Empress. Okay? She's in the reverse. Whether it's male or female energy, it's second in order if we want to look at that. We had an upright leader that kept coming out as well. And the upright leaders need to bend somebody who's greedy for their own gain and trust in their own riches. And some type of truth is here. But the United States did come out really strong today, and it's right here with the eagle. Somebody's illegal somewhere. As a backwards judge, this can also take you to a judge. An accountant would also be here attached to something as well. Something's over a pregnancy or a love situation, or this is about being receptive to something. But somebody's wearing that mask. A secretly physically exchanged. Go behind this wall, this curtain. Okay, that's been very much highlighted this week. Let's take from this deck. Show me more information, Most High, for collective energies. Get them all where you want them, Jehovah, and trip them all up. Somebody's married out here. Fell on that 2 of Pentacles. Somebody's married. The Empress would also represent a married person. Okay? This is about a marriage situation. It's a family betrayal for those of you, because it's come out just over and over today. Your family room is here. Show me more information. What else you want to bring out? So a main female is out here. She's in the reverse, and there's expectation around this person. Okay, and there's the official person here. Somebody is official person out here, and they're backwards, or they're married, and they're secretly physically exchanging something. And if there's a child involved, they got pregnant with something, then they did. But whatever, somebody's business is going to really, I don't know, take a toll of something going on if you don't do what's correct in a matter. If something's happened at work, because the work was everywhere. There's a snake. Somebody is a snake. What's in the hidden space? They bite and they're poisonous. They're trying to get away with something and they ain't going to. You're not going to. You dirty little thing. Your dirty little secret's coming out. People already know it. I'm sure of it. Your house is here, folks. It's your for some of y'all, this is your in-law. They've done something. So they're trying to make connections that are illegal. This is the bridges. It's about making connections to things. It's in the reverse. Because somebody's got a mask on out here. If they already are in unity with somebody, it's sideways. They don't have a right to be in unity with somebody. And again, their expectation came out yesterday twice. It wanted to jump out of it. They were expecting something out here to happen because somebody trusts in their own riches. There's something to do with the check as well, because that came out. The maze. I love this, and I said this the other day. The Most High said that He will hover over us and protect us under His wings and keep us in a pavilion when we love Him and serve Him. Everybody else is lost. Somebody in the other readings likes to confuse things, and then they sit back and they laugh at people. They're a very wicked individual, and they've done a really wicked thing out here. A very wicked thing. What else you want to bring out here, please? What do they need to know? Healing in the reverse. Okay. Well, I jumped on to that King of Pentacles. It said that they had hatred in their heart, and they were unwilling to forgive something. Well, I guess they couldn't forgive themselves or other people, however the energy was going around something. That's interesting. This says self-care. Like I said, somebody's dirty out here. The Hermit's in the reverse. That's also about medical stuff. The Empress, she's supposed to be beautiful. In the reverse, somebody lost their value. And if they were somebody took care of themselves, they don't do it now. They don't do it now. So that's interesting. That's in the reverse. And so whoever, male or female, somebody don't give a rip about themselves. They don't give a rip about themselves. That's your prerogative. We don't have to smell you, though. I'm just saying, yeah, something legal is going on. It is. There's boundaries out here. Somebody was fixing to, what was it? It was a protection order. They were fixing to break their protection order, okay? Or somebody's expecting somebody to get into some type of unity to make a connection to block somebody on some stupid thing out here. I don't know. They're guilty of some stuff. There's the masculine energy. So it is out here twice in actually 3 different decks. The masculine's also showing up out here. But anyway, somebody's spouse is upside down. Imprisonment is underneath that official person card. They are going to go to jail. Anyway, it's very karmic going on out here today. A spy and secret communication. Okay, if they are a spy, they have overrode their power, tickling the wires and doing some crap out here. But we have upright enforcement that have come out today and boring a hole with pain to wound to kill. Okay, they probably already did a murder. They're trying to get away with it, and you're just not going to. You're just not going to. The FBI. Well, okay, well, they are out here and capturing with the net, and there's the bribe that has come out the last couple of days. It comes with the curse, folks, and somebody is cursed. Somebody is real cursed. If you want to get up involved in this matter, you go right ahead. You'll die along with them. All about the money. They're greedy for gain. So something about your mother and your mother and your father, honoring your mother and your father. Okay, well, somebody don't. Somebody don't. The in-laws are out here. Okay, well, anyway, we got a ruthless person out here. Ruth honored her mother-in-law. Okay, but Christ himself said in the last day that people would be turning, your family would be your enemies right out of your own house, and prophecy to your mother and your mother-in-law and your kids-in-laws are all in the prophecy as well. It says, blessed be the name of Jehovah forever and ever, for wisdom and might are his and his alone. It says that he changes the times and the seasons, and he removes kings. This person's fixing to get judged. This king came out in the reverse, whoever they are. Somebody's married out here, doing something with somebody out here. Both parties are, or whether whoever, there's a wedding energy, there's a marriage energy out here. Somebody's got a bribe on some stupid nonsense out here, spying on some crap. Your in-laws are involved in something, and your mother and your mother-in-law energy is attached to some stuff as well. But anyway, this king is being removed. They've blown it. God's changing a time and a season on somebody's life out here because of the choices around bribes that have cursed somebody who had a great opportunity, but they've lost their value. Now they stink everywhere. Like I said, we don't got to smell you. It says he changes the times and the seasons, and he removes kings and he sets up kings. Some of y'all are fixing to get a promotion somewhere. He gives wisdom unto the wise and knowledge to them that know understanding. And he reveals deep secrets in the dark, because the light dwells with him. It says, he that diligently seeks good procures favor, but he that seeks mischief, it shall come unto him. So whoever's doing some mischief, you have no chance. You're dumb. Just continuing to go on and on and on, and I'll bribe over here, and I'll give you sex over here, and here I think I'm going to get it here, and somebody's trusting in really riches that aren't even theirs. They've been stolen. They've been stolen. Pick through my hands, Most High God. Stealing it from God, because he says all the silver and gold belongs to him. I don't know what people think they're trying to prove. The bus stop or the subway. Interesting, because in the water reading, the bus was showing there and it said running. So what that means for you. Somebody, I mean, obviously God's going to remove somebody. So however somebody's leaving, you can run. They can be found at the bus stop or something to be bent. I don't know, something very legal is going on. Woe to those who build their houses with sin, for from all their foundations shall they be overthrown, and by the sword shall they fall. Interesting, because that King of Pentacles came out with that sword, and the truth is coming out on somebody. Your house is here, and somebody has built it on a wrong foundation. Suddenly, just like that, God's fixing to cut asunder some people, folks. He's not playing around today. Anyway, time's up on somebody. He's changing something up on somebody. It says, those who acquire gold and silver and judgment suddenly shall perish. This person's going to die. See ya. You stink. It says, who is the King of glory? It ain't this king, whoever that person thinks that they are. It says, who is the King of glory? It says, Jehovah of hosts, he is the King of glory. And it says, Selah. Think about that. His kingdom reigns from the heavens, and it ain't like you and I think it should be. God gives us a download, and he proves what he says to you and me. Somebody else say, no, I think I'll run it the way I want. I don't think so. Somebody's family is out here. Family clan is out here. Well, anyway, if your home's been built on a wrong foundation, somebody has. It's a wicked party. Somebody out here around some pure emotions. And if you are pure, somebody's been jealous over some stuff. And somebody's going to get double for their trouble. Yes, and God's also going to give a double indignation on his enemies as well. He's going to kill somebody, folks, for being wicked out here. But that's your choice. He ain't going to stand in your way, and we're told not to stand in the sinner's way. You go right on ahead. Play your little games, make up your little stories, sit back and laugh, because you're only going to do it for so long, and all your little friends are going to get destroyed altogether. You ain't that cute. The CH, the Q, and the X is out here. And it looks like a Z here. So those letters may be prevalent. This somebody likes to put spells on people. It don't work with the people of God. Don't you know? I guess you don't know that. There is no divination against the Most High's people. And so it just boomerangs off of the shield of God, and it comes right back to you, and you're going to get double for the trouble that you've put on somebody else out here. We are not putting up with you. Period. This is secrets. So there is secrets, and they're coming out. And they are coming out. You will not escape this. Every party that's involved in some nonsense out here with this, you are not going to escape it, because God's going to uproot and plant somebody upright in your place, because you've blown it, whoever this is. This is what come out. Until next time, shalom.